Now let's move on to blowing shit up. Basically, as a light assault, you're probably going to find yourself assaulting towers like this most often. Your ground troopers are going to be running up these stairs like lemmings. It's going to suck for them. They're going to meet dudes in tight spaces, they're going to get shot up, they're going to get stopped by NC Shattermaxes and awful shit like that. Here's your job. Your job is to start flanking. CeeLo, a veteran light assault unit, has already figured out, don't jump here. Hi, I've shown up at an NC tower, and now all the NC can see me before my reticule has returned to its proper firing position. Instead, come in behind these bulwarks here. Now, you only have 1 degree of fire to really worry about, and it spans about 8 degrees. You can handle that pretty easily. If that's clear, you can pop around here and check this, or even better, you can come over the side. If there turns out to be way too much shit over here, a simple quick backstep, and not only are you off the side from anybody pursuing, but you can run under the building, and they're going to have to fall, take fall damage, and reorganize themselves before they can figure out how to do next. By this time, you've already lit them up. Now, as a light assault, you should have C4. If you don't have C4, and instead have like health or something like that, you're an asshole and should stop thinking of only yourself. This is the second floor of a tower. The point's here, but so are the mainstay of the ground forces of the enemy units. Typically, you're going to have some resistance here, as people will set up turrets in this large area, and it's really just not that great. Instead, take this time to surveil the area, gain some intel, relay that back to your squad leader, let him know what you see. Keep going up. This is the spawn point for many people as they exit out of the lower level of the spawn room. This tends to be pretty hectic. You can come in through these turret bays here and have a reasonable amount of cover. From there, you can jump up, and once you're onto this part, this sub-level on the outside here, you're pretty much above everybody's line of sight. Once you have a good idea of what's going on and you've assessed troop numbers and placements, you can safe fall down and you can coordinate with your squad as to what to do next. Typically, you're going to be assaulting the A point. Most towers have this perfect little mail delivery slot right here. You can stand here. CeeLo, Kazuni, how much C4 can you fit through this slot?
2.
Close, but the correct answer is all the C4. And you will. You can also put down other deployables here. But for the most part, C4. You can also toss nades and smoke and stuff. The point is, you can blow shit up here. And once you've blown shit up here, you can really get the rest of your squad through. I'd like to take this time to remind you that smoke grenades and underbarrel grenades have a minimum launch time before they arm. Here we have a standard double-decker building. It tends to secure well, and a well-organized squad can hold it down for some time. Your ground forces are limited to basically 2 entry points, here and over there. Oh no, you've made it to the stairs, and there are 2 engineers manning turrets, and a Max behind them. Fuck! What do we do? Here's what you do. Ground forces set up side this door, and keep suppressive fire here. They don't waste too many bullets. The point is you attract attention and make them think nothing's going to go on above them. That's where they're wrong. If you're on this side of the building, and you've been able to secure it this far, that means your light assaults can hit this clever little platform right here. From there, they can hit these outside ledges. Look, a convenient place for C4. You can't get in this way though. So you can either drop smoke or C4 and blow up whatever maxes you find, and then you continue on. Look! A clever and popular gun port for TRs with carves. The actual time you can spend in front of this window is minimized by how fast you're running. So you don't have to stay in front of the heavy TR carve too long. If you've got the shot, go ahead and take it. But for the most part, move on. If by some stroke of luck you've got a max in there, go ahead, toss your C4, detonate it, and watch the kills roll in. This platform here is a popular place for heavies to stage anti-air assaults with lock-on missiles, and for maxes to kind of come out and take a look at what's going on and admire the beautiful view. This place kind of sucks for light assaults. Don't come in this way. There's almost always people in here. If you try to go in through this door, that's way too much. It's basically everybody who's either here or in the recovery position. It's not that great. And remember, your point as a C4 delivery guy is to deliver C4. That's a lot of running you gotta do to deliver C4 that should be coming through a window. If there's nobody on this point, and sometimes there isn't, you can actually kind of jump over it without letting anybody know you're there. This is the sweet spot. Oftentimes, behind this little server here, is an engineer trying to repair a max. Shoot him and deliver pizza. This window's closed, but it's also a good place to set up fire after you've delivered your C4. After you've delivered your C4, signal for the rest of your squad to start getting in here and lighting up and cleaning up. This is your average Sunderer position. It's far enough back from the base that it can see other enemy units coming to intercept it. It's got a little bit of cover so that you don't automatically spawn out in the open. None of the heavies have a good beat on it. It's kind of a bitch to take. This is where a truly disciplined light assault comes through. Remember, today's Sunderers are pretty fucking tough. So Sundering assaulting should always be done with a light assault buddy. Today, my buddies Kazuni and CeeLo will help me assault my own goddamn Sunderer. Now remember, you're here to shoot Sunderers, not other units. The other units are other people's problems right now. You're trying to head a problem off at the pass. So try to assault as few units as possible to keep from drawing attention from yourself. Your job is to go around and flank as wide an arc as possible to keep them from seeing whether or not you're coming. For the most part, you want to assault sort of this angle in relation to the base, because that's where they're all going to be facing. Now, as you close, it's going to be important, don't shoot unless they're looking directly at you. If they're looking at you, then you can shoot them because they're looking at you. Otherwise, they're going to assume that everybody around here is on their team because they're dumb, and this happens all the time. And unless they're paying special attention, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Notice how Kazuni is firing at that base. Notice how he's not firing at me. There he goes, leaving his Sunder completely undefended. With your light assault buddy, have your C4 ready. Now, if you've got an underbarrel smoke launcher, you can bet that nobody has an MB scope, and those with an MB scope are stupid, and you can launch it now. Don't bother going to night vision. You can see the thing glowing clearly in the day. Land on top. Deliver pizza. Wait for your buddy to deliver pizza. Jump. You want your buddy to get cleared too. Be considerate. Unless you're under heavy fire, try not to panic and detonate it early. Finally, give him to pepperoni. As you can see, 2 C4 not enough to blow up a Sunday. 3 C4 blows up a Sunday. Under special circumstances, light assaults can assault Sunderers on their own. As you can see, this Sunday is on fire and burning. If you have underbarrel grenade launchers, you can try hitting it now. You can also try tossing nades and hoping for that to work. At which point, your job is to shoot the engineer. Keeping the engineer down will allow the Sunderer to stay damaged for as long as possible, so that hopefully someone on your goddamn squad has come up with a rocket or at least an anti-tank nade and tosses it. Finally, beacon placement. Beacons placed by light assaults are beacons that don't go down. Silo, Kazuni, please try to shoot that beacon from the ground.
Don't think I have an angle.
Because you don't. It's almost insulting the other factions. This pretty much concludes light assault training.